very somber occasion. Our heroes have returned to the Silver Haven Lodge. Wick is currently going through the lodge, looking for Sarugi. He has so far been to his room and to the Temple to Sin to no avail. Now he has come upon the kitchen, where his cousin is currently heading a cookout for chili and mashed potatoes. Oh, hey cousin, what's up?
Hey, bud. Have you seen a little emo boy with a cloak? And by emo boy, I mean like he's my age.
Well, my dude, that I've seen a couple mirrors, and there's quite a few of those lying around since the others have arrived from Summit Hall. Could you be a lot more specific?
Atlas and August also exist.
I can't, like, out of character, I can't remember if Ardent knows about Saruki or not.
That's an
Just
excellent.
mention the blue streak.
No, I just can't remember if he, like, knows about him, and that's why I always, like, try to be cagey.
Well, yeah, just ask if he's seen a guy with a blue streak in his hair.
Yeah, Wickham's going to look at him and then put a hand over the blue section of his hair and go, have you seen another bitch with blue streaks in his hair?
Looks at you for a second and tilts his head slightly. Well, I like what you're doing there, cousin. That's pretty cute. Yeah, actually, I saw one of the refugees was matching your description, and as soon as they arrived, he started basically running stuff back and forth, and he kind of suggested that we start working on this here food because they're going to need to eat, right? So, he sent me out with some cash to go grab some fixins, and well, we're fixing.
Brad.
He's probably with the other troops right now. I don't know. He seemed pretty crestfallen, but he seems to be taking it very well.
Alright. I gotta find him. Also, August, my hair. I think he's, for somebody who hasn't done it in a hot minute, I like it, and I'm glad that he's not gotten rusty. Oops.
What?
I did not expect that to be music.
Was that a?
I was trying to think.
Was that a bit? Like. Right.
Apologies to the world.
You two can
I have
get a
to
giggle.
tell our audience, our 3 listeners, we are not professionals. We don't make a dime doing this.
We don't.
You get what you pay for.
So you might not want to start trying to pay for this.
Whoa. If you start paying for this, we can...
There it goes again.
We can triple the... Are you filming a porno in there, Pierce?
Ending party.
Additional.
No! I just wanted to take a screenshot. But it was still open. I locked my phone and then I opened it. I had to get out of it. I had to get rid of the music. Never mind.
You're fine.
It's done. I'm good. I finally made it shut up for good.
We'll see.
It's going great.
It's going
Everything's going great. Okay.
We've definitely gotten our groove back.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
So in real quick.
Okay.
Uh.
So what is your next move there?
Well, Wickham's probably going to walk out toward where the soldiers, I guess, are, or the refugees. I don't know if they're staying in the same place, since some of them are the same, if not most of them. And he's just gonna look around.
Okay. You come across the survivors, and amongst them you can see a very familiar looking man with a blue streak in his hair, dressed as a member of the Silver Wing Society, one of the guardsmen, distributing breakfast scones to the masses,
As you do.
as one does.
Go over and stand beside him and just kind of put my hands behind my back at like a rest position and go, "Hey, you need any help?"
Oh, you're back.
Yep.
Well, I guess more hands make less work. So, how'd it go?
Did you get the letter I sent you?
I did get it. I haven't been able to read yet. I haven't had the time, fortunately.
Yeah, so good. How do you feel about seafood? While
There's a
Wickham,
long pause.
as Wickham says this, he's probably gonna start like helping pass out foods and things.
He takes a long pause, and he just says quietly, "It's a euphemism, or do you actually mean seafood?"
Euphemism, but if you like seafood as well, I mean, cool.
I'm not partial to seafood anymore,
Alright,
if that's what you're asking.
well, it wasn't, but I get what you're going for. We made seafood, is what I was trying to say.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
Using code shit is very not my jive, my dude.
So you can just say mission successful.
I mean, yeah, but like, what's the fun in that?
How successful? Like what?
Wickham's gonna look
Oh wait, sorry.
around.
How successful, sir? Right, I'm wearing the costume. Here, salute.
You just want to go upstairs once we're done and just talk about it there.
Sure.
Yeah, it's like, I just want to say shit, and it's real hard to say shit because I'm not smart like most people. So, yeah, he's just gonna get embarrassed and just start like passing out scones and shit.
He puts a hand on your shoulder and he says, I don't think you're not smart.
My grades weren't like the super best.
Yeah, great. Fuck grades. What? Like, what do grades have to? Look, I've seen you fight. I've been with you. Did any of them ask what your grades were? Did anyone like shoot a fireball at you and say, "Did you get an A? Were you an honor student?" No, burn in hell. No, that didn't happen.
Not since college.
Yeah, see, literally, that's just a college thing. Grades don't mean shit, right?
I mean, I don't mind not being smart, if that's what you're trying to get at.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, you're smart enough to find a way to convince me to not be dumb.
I mean, it's not that hard.
No, really, that's a big accomplishment. One that I mean, let's look at it this way. If you weren't smart enough to do that, I'd probably be dead by now, and possibly even by your hands.
Oh, most definitely, my dude.
And I would have never known the joys of a blanket fort.
You wouldn't have, but now you do.
Yeah. And you wouldn't have known the joys of that sweet chili that's being cooking in that kitchen.
Is that a recipe you had, or is this just like chili that Ardent makes because my dude, he's my cousin?
No, it's a recipe that I was taught
Oh, well, see?
a long ass time ago.
Now we get to have fucking cool ass food.
Yeah, and yeah,
Dude, there is something that I do have to tell you. Your
yeah.
security is shit. Was shit. Is shit. Security shit.
I mean, what, did you just walk in there with a bunch of breakfast scones or something like that and walk up to the guard and say, hey, we'd like to get through or something?
I mean, yeah.
It probably helps that I didn't tell them you're coming.
Dude, we just lied. I'm really good at that. Apparently.
I'm rubbing off on you, my dude. Like, I don't know, man. I'm a
Saruki.
terrible, terrible human being, and if you're lying now, you're...
Saruki, I just need you to know that you just said my dude.
I'm just trying to fit in with you, man.
If it makes you feel gross, you don't have to say it. I know I talk like my head is empty, but what makes you comfortable is what's important.
You know what makes me feel comfortable?
What?
I don't have to go to sleep and worry the person next to me is going to try to stab me or drown me because they want my position in life. I don't have to worry that crazy old demonic woman is going to try to kill me for not being of the right race. I don't have to worry about, oh, I don't know, serving someone who wants to destroy the entire world and thinking that that's okay because that's just how I was raised. So I'm pretty fucking comfortable.
I'm glad. I have so much to fucking tell you.
Also, these robes are way more comfortable. I mean, like, I know I'm not officially like supposed to wear it, and I'm just doing this because old cult habits die hard. But
You want like
three's a
some
lot.
chill ass clothes, my dude? Do you need like a whole wardrobe redo? Like, I am down for going fucking shopping. Let us totally go shopping. We should definitely do that. Oh my god.
First of all, I am a master of changing my wardrobe as the situation decides. Remember how you met me? Okay, so you will not be dressing me.
I
However,
wouldn't dress you, dude. That's like, everybody has their own style. Look at what I am wearing.
I am looking at what you're wearing, and I'm saying if you want to go shopping sometime, I will gladly do so. But
Brad.
not because I need a new wardrobe, but rather because, well, yeah.
I mean, do you have a wardrobe? Because, like, you kind of hightailed it out of there.
Have you ever seen me wear the water cult outfit?
I mean, yeah, like once.
Once. Have you ever seen me wear literally every other outfit?
I mean, I still gotta wonder, dude.
I am master of procurement. I have outfits.
Okay. And Wickham is just gonna smile and walk down the row so they're like slowly apart, so they can finish like passing out food and shit until they can head back upstairs.
Oh, by the way, someone in town insisted that you get this one. And he hands you a breakfast scone.
That is ominous, and I love it. Wickham's going
It
to.
was the baker. He said that you'd appreciate it.
Oh, bruh, I love his fucking food. It's so fucking good.
See? Yeah.
Like, the dude is a master.
Excellent. With that, who would like to go next?
I guess Aricron and Atlas.
Aricron and Atlas. All right. And what is it they are doing this somber evening?
So I'll bring the trident to Atlas and start asking questions about. First of all, I'll tell him that I think the trident's cursed, but it also has told me some things about the Dark Elves.
I think Gwen did.
Gwen?
What?
Gwen did.
Gwen did? I thought.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'll start asking him about that riddle. Relaying it back. I have it written down here somewhere.
Let's say because I don't have it in my notes.
Yeah, I got it.
It's in mine. Yeah, Gwen gave you the
Yeah.
riddle that what they did was forgotten. Or I think it was
And
Gwen.
it can be
Maybe it
recovered
was.
using the shadows of lost memory.
I think so. And what did dark elves do to be forgiven?
But I don't think I know that in game.
Yeah,
And
I
what
don't know
was
that in
forgotten could return back or something.
I was just going to the one dark elf that I did know on a better level than who's the other dark elf that we know?
Dan.
Dan, yeah. So
All right. So you approach Atlas. What is Atlas doing at this point?
He's on his way to the temple, Sin's temple, when Aricron approaches him, and he just kind of stops and stares at him like. He looks at Aricron, looks at the trident, looks like at Aricron, is just like, "Do you want to fight?"
no. First of all, I'm afraid this trident is quite cursed? Question mark. I'm worried about the others getting a hold of it. And first of all, I thought the trident was the one that gave me the riddle too above game, so that's why I was saying I was bringing it.
No, I don't remember who did. I thought it was Gwen, but I don't know.
No, it was Gwen. He just said you'll
Okay.
come back to me later.
I can't even remember the conversation that we had with Gwen. Either way, possessed weapons. And relay that riddle to Atlas if that rings any bell whatsoever.
Atlas, can you
Do you
make
have
me
that
an
riddle? Do you have that riddle in front of you or not? Since you moved.
I do. Yes. The Dark Elves are redeemed. Yes. What were they redeemed for? What they have done has been forgotten. What has been forgotten can return.
Okay, that's what I thought. And you said you want me to do an Arcana check?
Yes, please.
Is that what you were going to say? Okie dokie. To me, windows open. Come on. I can use a sorcery point to re-roll. Correct. Or is that on an attack?
What does it say? Am I gonna have to look? I'm gonna have to look, aren't I?
I
Oh,
can
it's
give you my
damage. Never mind.
You want me to give him my inspiration?
If you want.
I've been sitting on it for forever. It's not like I've had anything to use it for lately.
I would like to be able to roll well for this.
Yeah. I give Atlas
Okay.
my inspiration.
Inspiration has been given.
Okay, that's better. +1. So 17.
17. All right. How are you examining it?
How am I examining the trident?
Trident, yes.
With my eyes.
I mean, are you looking at it? Are you holding on to it? Are you swinging it around? Are you betraying Aricron with some stabs to his chest? I mean, there's all sorts of different possibilities here.
Has Aricron offered the trident to Atlas?
I'm assuming he's holding it, not really offering it, considering he's
I mean, he
He's worried
did
about-
approach you and say, cursed weapons, you know?
Yeah, cursed
Yeah.
item. So I mean, he would want to hold it. So
Okay.
he's gonna reach for it.
Okay,
Yeah,
so-
I mean, and I Aricron would be like, "Oh, okay, yeah, here you go," but still very hesitant about handing it over because he's worried about. He's trying to protect his friends, you know.
Yeah, yeah. So when you grab the weapon, you can hear a whispering back of your mind. And it isn't in common. It is in undercommon, the language of the drow. A language you know, but you don't really use a lot. It's got kind of a bad rap, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, one of the people finally holds me. Excellent. You have favorable blood. Drow elf. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Master.
Atlas is just gonna be making a face at this trident, like, I'm not into that kind of shit.
Oh? Are you not into the pursuit of... Are you not into discovering your inner potential? I can help you with that, you know.
He's just gonna also he's just having this whole conversation out loud for Aricron's benefit. But
Yep.
Just looking like, what's going on?
he's just like, but I don't, let's just say he doesn't realize that he might not be speaking in common. He's just, yeah. And Atlas is just gonna go, you don't speak for the Moon Mother, so not something I'm interested in hearing from you.
Oh, is that what you think? The Moon Mother knows my language very well. After all, she spoke it as clearly as we. There's a lot they haven't told you about sin. There's a lot.
If they haven't told me, then I haven't yet earned the right to know it yet.
Is that how you think it goes, Master? You think, yes, if I play my cards right, give away one of the biggest secrets of the entire world and of an entire people, forcing all of them to go through a choice about whether they should toe the line or carve their own path. Oh no, that's not how it at all. You deserve better, Master. You deserve more.
Hmm. Atlas is going to say to the trident, "Go on." And as he does, he's going to turn away from Aricron and start walking back towards where he was intending originally, which was his temple.
It is said that the drow are the prodigal son, and that is very true. He turned away from the natural order of the world, was labeled as forgiveness, but in truth, it is a lie from the one who forgives the liar. You do realize you're going back to where it all started, yes?
I don't think I understand quite. Are you telling me that sin is lying?
Oh, they all lie. All the gods lie. They have to. It's all a part of holding on to the power they've claimed for themselves. They would tell you that lies are necessary, that fictions are required. And then beyond that, do you think mortals tell the truth to each other? The religious lie about their deity. They tell what is convenient to whatever story they sell in order to they.
You still
And
there?
then, what do you mean by we're going back to where it all started?
Well, that's a good question. Finally, you're asking the right ones. A better question would be to ask, where did these weapons come from? And where did the dwarves go? They found something down there. It isn't dwarven ruins all the way down. You're coming home.
By weapons, you mean
Master. You're coming home. One step at a time.
the Underdark?
Oh, it's very under and quite dark down there, my friend. Master, all you need to do is open the door. They will welcome you in. the red carpet. And then you can truly learn what the legacy of your blood actually means.
And by weapons, you said before, you're talking of the kind that we in that box,
Oh no,
not this
actually.
trident.
Oh no, I'm talking about the ones like me. That thing that you encountered that was in the box. That's more like a child of mine. Well, not mine specifically, but it makes a good metaphor. It's a thing that we can be used to do. There are great confluences of elemental energy. We can be used to shape that into a singular mote of pure devastation, Master. Much like you, only in a more portable and readily accessible form. You need to point your arms and evoke a power. These orbs of destruction merely need to be exposed, and then they do their work.
At this point, Atlas is at the temple. And he steps inside. Is Dan still there?
Yes, he is, and he's quietly praying. But as you enter in, he just kind of stiffens a bit. Atlas, I know this is your temple, but I'm going to have to ask you not to approach, please.
Divided,
See.
but he does stop.
See, the other prodigal son fears what's down there. He doesn't want you to have it. Master, you deserve better friends than him.
What's down there or fears you?
Of course he does. Everyone fears their true nature. We all have our shadows, after all. That part of us that we try to suppress. Well, I don't, but
I was
you
about to
all
question.
do. You all do. Especially those of your race. You've been redeemed according to those that dwell in the light. But those impulses for power never, ever truly go away. It's in your blood. It's in your nature. Master, it's who you really are, isn't it?
Alice is thinking for a moment. And then he's gonna ask the trident, in my blood as a dark elf, or in my blood because of the moon?
Do you honestly think it's the moon that gave you that power? The
Well,
gods
people
don't
keep
do
calling me
that.
moon-blooded, so
Ah, yes. Yes, they do. And it never stopped to occur to you to ask what that truly means. You and I have a lot more in common than you think, Moon-Blooded. And not simply because of our drow origin. You are a project that has attained fruition, a plot that has been put into motion thousands of years ago. The machinist who pulls your strings is the same one that pulls mine, Master. We are both tied to the same fate, you and I. We are both instruments of destruction, and we cannot run from who we are. Can we, Master?
Atlas just looks at Dan. Assumes that Aricron is behind him still.
Aricron would be.
Are
I
you
figured.
are you okay?
Who? Who are you asking?
I'm not quite fond of the idea of being somebody else's weapon. I like to be my own. I like to cause chaos as I see fit.
Yes.
And you also
Sin
don't
is
make a
not
lot
the
of
only
sense.
liar. Sin is not the only liar represented in this room, Master. Tell me.
I'm going to guess that you're the other liar.
No, Master. I'm incapable of lying. I can only tell the truth. The truth is, you operate because of borrowed power. Nothing more. You didn't earn who you are. You didn't earn your moon blood. You inherited it. It was gifted to you. How you use it, well, entirely up to you, still puts you as much of a puppet as the strings of fate as anyone else. Tell me, have you used your powers to heal the sick? No, I would think not. Have you used your powers to uncover the secrets of the world and bring betterment to everyone through marvels of technology or science? No, I do not think so. Your powers have a very singular focus, don't they? Destruction, death, and chaos. You were made to destroy. And how you destroy and why you destroy will never let you escape that single, inescapable fact, Master.
Definitely came in here to give the try to ask Dan for some advice here, but he's a little preoccupied with what is being said to him. And the fact that Dan told him not to come in. And he doesn't know what to do with that information.
I can offer you support in your quest for power to use as you wish. Master, you do deserve to have that power. You do deserve to use it as you will. I see nothing wrong with you becoming this instrument of destruction and chaos. And I see nothing wrong with you using it however you want. I will help you do so. You, the master of the moonblood, me, the trident of the tides. Can you not think of a more fated combination, Master? I would be your humble servant, and I would do everything in my power to assist you on your quest. Even should that quest be to destroy my cousins. Oh, Master, I would relish the destruction of my kin if it were to be at your side.
Sorry. I just.
Oops, no.
No.
Wait, wrong way.
Classic queer-coded Disney villain, honestly.
I'm living for
Wow.
this
Yeah.
line, and I can't
Yeah.
believe
Wow.
you didn't get here sooner.
Wow. I'd be
You're gonna look at me and
offended.
tell me I'm wrong?
You are so wrong about me, August. Go bark up a tree or kill a sibling or something. Bah.
Oh, stop.
I am getting Lord Frollo vibes from Hunchback.
Love game. Also,
Be
Lord
menacing.
Frollo is fantastic.
I am not singing any Tony J song, but that is like high praise, and I love it. My fire, I miss Tony J so much. Oh, I love Tony J. He was a terrific actor in so many things. Speaking of fire and desire, Atlas.
Alice is going to ask, what do I call you?
You can call me whatever you want, Master. But I was named Drown by the one who crafted me.
It's like that name.
We could do so much together.
Does Alice have to attune to this item?
Oh my god.
To make use of its powers, yes. The powers, of course, will not be revealed until you attune to it. It can hold its secrets. It is an artifact, after all.
Well, Atlas is going to look at Dad and go and ask, why can't I come into this room?
He pauses, and he looks at the weapon that's in your hand, and then looks at you. I think you know exactly why, Atlas. That's the enemy of everything that this place stands for.
But a means to an end is a means to an end.
You say that, but there are some ends that are not worth it. There are some sins that even sin can't forgive. And some paths that once you start, you can't go back from. That is a thing of madness. I shouldn't need to tell you what the risks of that are. But I also know you're going to do as you will, and
But you
I can
just
only
told me
advise.
last time I was here that essentially what I have in me is a thing of madness in its own right.
True, but
And
that
it has
is
it's a refrain I've heard most of my life. So who better to wield a thing made from madness, but in the pursuit of stopping madness?
And he just takes a breath. You can do as you will. I can't stop you. But I can advise you, and I can protest. All I can say is that is a path that I can't look down. You may have a hint of madness inside you, but you're not willingly embracing it as a part of yourself. Not yet.
Then what am I supposed to do with it?
Lock it away, destroy it. Put it in a place where no one will ever find it. I don't know. It is a weapon, but not all weapons should be wielded. He stops. He says, have you walked outside, Atlas? Have you looked at the people that are amassing just outside these walls?
He's rather confused by the sudden change in direction. He goes, I saw them arriving as we arrived. What of it?
And how many of them lost friends and comrades and companions and lovers? How many of them are psychically scarred beyond repair? I don't know myself. I can't count that high. That is what that weapon wants you to do. And whoever's wielding the one that made that happen probably was sitting in a very similar position, making a very similar decision. Well, if I don't use this, who will? I'll use it for the greater good, after all. That's what they all tell themselves. All of them tell themselves that. And then they pick it up and they embrace it. You will not be able to kill the water cult by taking upon its banner as a burden of your own. But maybe you're
Alice's grip.
different. Maybe you're right. Maybe you are different. Maybe you do have the power. Maybe you do have the fortitude. Maybe you could be different than the rest. He lies, you know, master. He speaks half-truths. He doesn't tell you everything that he sees. He can't. Many of those who pick us up don't have the same virtuous heart as you. Oh, they think they do, and they lie to themselves, but do you think that your friend's grandfather had an iota of goodness in him when he picked up that hammer? No. He was evil and irredeemable before he started down this path. He's not like you. You want to destroy those weapons. You will need something equally as powerful, Master. I'm not going to make you do anything you don't want to do. And in return, I will give you everything you need to harness that power of yours. I say that's win-win, Master.
At this point, between Dan and the trident, his grip has clenched on the trident. His jaw is clenched. And Atlas just goes, and what if I get so annoyed with you that I want to destroy you? If I'm your master, can I not destroy you myself?
Entirely possible. You could do that if you
And-
wanted. I might
And
not
that
even
wouldn't
stop
bother you.
No. My purpose is, after all, to be a tool of destruction. My own would only be a part of that.
All right, Junko and Ashima.
Excuse you, Peanut Gallery.
You gotta admit, the peanut gallery is on fire tonight.
No, you guys
Yeah.
haven't gone to the fire cult yet, so don't give me that. While Atlas wrestles with a little moral dilemma here, let's go over to August.
Okay.
What you up to? What you up to there, buddy?
So August is. I don't know, he's kind of not handling things very well. Like, he got done braiding his friend's, hair. He's kind of just a space case at the moment because, like, he didn't know, Summit Hill well, but he knows that that's where, his group resided, and that there a lot of monitors were lost and such. So
They're your people.
yeah, this is his
You feel
people,
that.
his peeps. So he feels that.
Yeah.
He kind of has two things he wants to prioritize doing.
Mhm.
He wants to write to his sister, and kind of, tell her about what's happened and kind of all the things that he's gone through recently, and
Mhm.
ask her like if anything is going on out where she is. Asking her like if any kind of weird weather phenomenon has been going on, and to kind of warn her that like if anything suddenly does start to happen out of the ordinary, to like seek out Wick's family or something, just to have someone to run to.
All right.
Um, and maybe send like a music box or something to his niece, along with it.
That's adorable. Continue, please.
And then I want to talk to Bruldenthar because he's like thinking about, he's writing this note to his sister, and he kind of remembers, all the dedications in those books to Bruldenthar, my beloved, or whatever it says. So he wants to bring those books up to him.
All right. Brodenthar right now is helping with uh, with the hospital for the refugees. A makeshift tent has been put up to look at any who've who remain injured,
Mhm.
and he's sort of helping with that. And he sees you approach. He says, "Oh, oh, Sir August, you're here. Do you
Yeah.
mind if I step away for a second?" Yeah, okay. And he kind of waddles up to you and looks up to you and says, "Hey, what can I do for you?"
Probably isn't the best timing on this, but with everything that's been going on, um, this just kind of crossed my mind. And he'll take out one of the many books that he's collected. Um,
He just stops as you pull it out, and his hand reaches forward, shaking. Takes it
they
in
have
his hand.
dedications to you, all of them do.
He nods, and he opens it, and he reads the dedication. He doesn't smile. In fact, his lip quivers a little bit. And with the book still in his hand, just suddenly he wraps his arms around you and just starts sobbing into your belly. Just crying.
Just pat him, kind of kneel down.
I thought I'd never see these again.
I don't know if it's all of them. Anytime I've come across them, I've picked them up. We played bludgeon ball in college, and I don't know, this stood out to me.
These were written by my husband before he passed.
Oh,
And I've kept them as both, historical work and memos of our time together.
I see.
I don't. I can never pay you back for this.
Oh, yeah, no worries.
No,
Glad that they can be returned to you.
no. This this is a debt of honor.
I wouldn't take it that far. It's, again, just
No,
saw them and knew they needed to get back to you.
no. This is a debt of honor, and if I can't if I can't pay you back, at least let me. I owe you too much as it is. You've saved my life, and now you've saved these. I'm just.
And I think you're doing enough. You know, we're all well, we're all going through it.
Well,
But with with everything that's happened, with people losing those that are close to them, it just kind of crossed my mind that I hadn't given these back to you yet.
do you wanna? He just looks up at you, and kind of steals his jaw a little bit. He says, "Do you do you want to go grab an ale?"
You know, that 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 would probably be good about now.
You you look like you could use one, and I'm not very good at paying back a life debt or anything, but I can buy you an ale.
That'll be great. I get told that a lot, actually. So
Yeah. And He walks with you to the tavern. And quickly finds a seat. He goes to the bartender and grabs 2 ales. And the bartender, of course, makes sure that they're not poisoned because you
I was about to say, which one are we in?
Yeah. And Brildenthar puts down the two pints. Sits down across from you. Is there anything you want to talk about? Anything I can do to help, even if it just means just having a couple open ears?
I don't know. I've never really been all that great at opening up. But
Yeah. Now?
I can't think
Oh,
of
me
anything.
either. It's all right. It's all right. You just need a friend and a drink. Sometimes that's all you need to.
Yeah. I think things are slowly patching, but then at the same time, other things are falling apart.
That's just life.
Yeah. Pierce, I swear to God. Maybe he'll just stupid sexy trident.
God.
Pierce, you know what this is going to end in, right? It looks like the sexiest trident you've ever seen in your goddamn life.
I mean, it is actually
But
a
here's
pretty
the
sexy
question.
trident.
I was about to say, is it actually visibly sexy to everybody? There's no like glamour on it that only Atlas finds it attractive.
Here's
It needs
just an
to
evil
actually be a
trident
good-looking
that made a dude look like a lobster.
It's both.
I
Wait, what did
mean,
you say?
it
Sona?
doesn't have a smashing set of tits and a great ass or anything like if that's what you're asking, but
I said,
Oh, then I'm
then I'm out.
I
But
said
I
It's
mean,
being wielded by...
We have a picture.
Yeah, seriously, like, yeah, it looks
Oh
like
yeah,
it.
that is a gorgeous trident.
Yeah,
it's clean,
yeah.
that's for sure.
it turned a
Barnacles
man
on it?
into a lobster, and you out here going, I'm going to risk the fashion sense I have to turn into a barnacle.
Wait, that was because of the trident? I just thought he was ugly.
I love it so
You got
much.
I caught the ugly.
Don't risk it, Atlas! Don't become ugly!
You gave me the ugly.
Oh.
Yeah, Amber.
We took a couple of months off in case anybody's
Serious
wondering why.
question!
This is what
Is this
happened.
really what this moral dilemma comes down to? Will it make me unhot?
Yes.
You've met us.
Very
Yeah.
important.
Atlas, in particular.
I assume,
Also, can he change anything about this trident?
you know, I should
Because
have
the
assumed
whole,
that it
like,
was the
spider
trident.
webs woven over the blades. He wants to give it a makeover.
Oh my god.
You know, I totally assumed it was the trident because he looks fugly, and then the hammer for fucking Grandpa because he turned into somebody fugly after doing the whole hammer thing, so I assumed it's these things slowly.
Sure, his grandfather
make
turned
ugly you.
into like a statue, you know?
Yeah. So
I thought they offered him that
like the other.
Okay, it might
One
be. I
might
don't
be into that sort of thing.
I don't know, but either way.
I feel like Drake won't even tell us. Also, you have
You're
to
right, I
also think
won't.
that Atlas is like Atlas would probably, as long as, I mean, barnacles aren't that bad. They're cute.
Okay,
Oh, no.
but you also have to remember Wick
And
has
there
been
are-
trying so
no.
hard to make him not evil.
We thought we were worried about the werewolf.
Nope. Gay baby Jill for Atlas, not gay baby Jill
Hey
for
Drake.
August.
Yeah.
Hey Drake.
Yeah.
So I have to be in a light meditation. Atlas can't be meditating and giving the trident a makeover at the same time.
Fuck. How do you make over a trident?
What? He wants it to be covered. He wants it to be black,
He's gonna put puff
That's
paint
not-
on it.
You gonna paint it?
paint it.
and then wrap some really pretty like
We're disowning
spider
you.
web.
We're disowning you.
I mean,
Yeah,
none of the
barnacles
rest
are
of us,
bugs.
none of the rest of us know it's evil until
But are you
Aricron comes up
painting
and be
this-
like,
Aricron's just staying
Right, like are you
silent.
painting this
Whoa,
evil
whoa, 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 whoa,
symbol
whoa, whoa!
there?
That's actually no. That's actually not true. There is another one of you that actually knows that it is in fact insanely evil, Glencora.
oh, that's true.
She would be like, "What the fuck are you guys doing?"
Like,
But instead, she's tending to her peaches.
Peaches.
she
I
is
was
The only two
pretending-
people in this room
I
with
want
him right now
to
are
paint it
Dan,
black.
who he just met, and Aricron, who's being very silent, despite hearing enough, and who
Yeah.
Atlas already doesn't care for
Well, a lot of this
as
is
much as everyone else.
a lot of that conversation with the trident too. I assumed was in Atlas's head. So I'm just standing there like, okay, waiting
Hey,
for signs
buddy.
of evil.
The fact that he walked
Atlas-
away with
Atlas is
it
speaking out
should have
loud.
been your first sign.
He
Well, I mean-
kept behind him.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't like, okay, bye. Good
Well,
luck.
when he walked away, Atlas's
Before we-
assumption was that Aricron was coming with. He was hoping Dan would have some more insight, but by the time he
Yeah.
got to the room, the
Because I don't,
the trident was starting to make sense.
because
Target.
Aricron wouldn't know anything about the Dark Elves, considering lost history and all that.
We're gonna end up
Also,
having
you
to
don't really-
nuke-
and
nuke
you
the
can't
thing.
really because he's speaking in Dark Elf, so it's
Yeah.
like
That's what I was wondering. I'm pretty certain Atlas doesn't realize he's probably speaking Undercommon, and
Dan would, but not yeah,
Dan would. But is Dan speaking to Atlas back in Undercommon?
yeah. Because I mean, you're
But as Aricron, would that not be even more concerning?
You'd think.
Not just
Oh.
as Atlas speaking to himself, but in a scary language, muttering. to
Considering Dan was speaking the same language, like speaking back, I would assume like, okay, this isn't like possession tongues or whatever.
this isn't parcel tongue. It's fine.
Well, no, like when you get
Dan-
possessed, you're just
Right,
like.
and Dan is speaking to Atlas in this language, so this must be an acceptable conversation.
I
Yeah.
call dibs on killing Atlas when he turns evil.
I mean,
No,
he was-
I have to do it.
You could say that.
okay.
Sorry for
Alright.
steamrolling that.
Yeah, we can definitely do that. Oh,
You want to say that out loud, or do you just want it just to be a thing that you two read?
you've worked so
can read it
hard
out.
to get rid of your inspiration. I'm giving it to you back.
Oh, yay. I worked so
No.
hard to get rid of my inspiration.
You've worked so hard and done it
I
all.
was
and
pink
in the
for
end,
a minute.
Didn't even matter.
you
Back
didn't
to
even
red.
matter. So, Glencora,
Mm-hmm.
you are harvesting all the peaches.
Peaches.
Yeah. Well, everyone deserves a treat, and it's not. And she's totally comfortable, like saying this out loud to herself as she's walking. I want that known.
Okay.
Everyone deserves a treat, and I mean, there's nothing wrong with beans and stuff like that. But I think some fresh peaches will be nice for everyone.
All right. I want you to make me a perception check, please.
She's good at those, even when she's talking to herself. Mhm.
Pages.
23.
23.
Woof.
Did I perceive?
You perceived. You hear kind of a voice behind you. Yeah, you tell him, Glenn.
Thank you, me. Wait a second. And she will turn around and look to see where that voice came from.
You look straight behind you and you don't see anyone. Yeah, you do
Like-
it, Glenn. You're doing a good job.
Like, I don't see anyone. Like, is it an open field? Am I looking at bushes?
Well, you're looking forward and you don't see anyone, but as soon as he talks again, you hear it's actually down below. You need to look down.
All right, well, I'm going to crouch down and look
You
down
crouch
there.
down, and there you see Le Champion licking himself, leg
Oh.
high up in the air.
What time of day is it?
It's late afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mayor. How are you doing? And Glenn's going to reach down, and then she's going to reach out her hand like to scratch him, and then she's going to stop and say, "May I?"
You certainly may.
And then
I
she will
appreciate
continue
you
to
asking
scratch him.
permission.
Consent is very important. I learned that from my friends. You can't just walk into every hug.
I agree. How are
Can't
you doing?
pet everything.
Toots?
Well, we're doing okay. There's been a lot of stuff happening, but I think we're helping a lot of people, and that's the most important thing.
Yeah, it's been kind of sad around town. Everyone seems to be down in their spirits. I can tell because they're not scritching my ears enough.
Well, that's a shame. I mean, for you and the people who are sad. Do you know why they're sad?
Ain't got a clue.
Hmm.
I tried asking, but I say, "Hey, why are you sad?" And they go, "Aw, who's a little mare?" And then they throw me like a treat or something, which is actually really nice. They mean well, but it doesn't help me figure out what their mood's about.
Hmm. Well, I'm sorry people aren't listening to you. That can be very frustrating.
Yeah, you get used to it. Not being able to speak language.
Well, I wonder if there's anything we can do about that. I should probably
I
talk to
don't know.
someone. I'll mail the school and ask if we can find a way to give you a proper voice.
I mean, I don't really care. Like I'd rather them just throw me the treat. Actually, come to think of it, because
Yeah.
I watch you guys blip blap to each other all day. It doesn't look that exciting. It looks overrated.
All right. Well, if you insist. But
Like
this offer stands.
I appreciate the offer. But me, I like treats and head scratches.
Well, she will continue to give him another little head scratch. And I guess he probably isn't going to be able to elaborate that much on this. But it seems rude to just walk away from a conversation with the mayor, doesn't it? Wow, what a pickle. I know everyone else is having real problems, but Glenn is over here in crisis. Well, she is going to slowly stand up and say, "Well, it was lovely seeing you, but I should probably bring these apples out to everyone, or peaches out to everyone. Would you like one?" She
Nah,
knows
not
he
my
doesn't.
thing.
She's being nice.
Nah, not my thing. It's not meaty enough. Like I
Yeah,
could go up the tree and get one myself. It's not that hard.
yes, you're a very capable mayor. That's how you
Uh,
became mayor, no doubt.
Yeah, I don't understand what that's all about. That sounds weird, monkey politic thing. I don't know.
That's about as much as I understand of it, too. So that's why I think you're doing a great job.
That's what I
Yeah.
say about real politics. Weird.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
So Glenn is going to then, I don't know, curtsy to the mayor, probably. Yeah.
He
Lord.
raises his back paw as he's licking himself in equivalent greeting, I guess.
I like it. And then she is going to go and look for someone else of the party, whoever I guess she would come upon first, and tell them that the
Alrighty.
cat said they were sad. So, guys, I have news. The cat says people are sad. What
Alright.
you learn?
Does she
There
run
any-
into?
Who's even here now?
I mean, I know Wickham's
Most
still
people-
there.
I guess Wick and Saruki.
Let's see. Let's roll this.
Because I imagine she'll like go up towards where the refugees are and look about.
Walking amongst the refugees. I heard there's sad people here.
Who's having a sad day today?
Guys, everyone seems sad. Really?
I don't know why.
think?
I don't know why I
Won-
just
I wonder
pictured
why,
like
Glenn.
I don't know why I just pictured like a kid's birthday party at like Chuck E. Cheese or something. Who's having a sad day?
Glencora would be the type of person that when she sees somebody sad, she would play fruit salad on repeat.
Well,
Fruit salad.
the
Yummy,
first
yummy.
thing you do is you drop off your peaches at the kitchen, as one does,
Mm-hmm.
because that's where the food lives, right?
Makes sense.
When it's not on a
Nice.
tree. And Ardent gives you a hey,
Hey, have
Um,
you seen like any one of my group?
I think I heard the other two elves chatting about something down the hallway there, towards the Sin Temple thing.
All right, well, I guess I'll go look for them. I got some important news from the cat.
So what? You know what? No, I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Okay, bye.
So what?
What?
All right. So Glenn, you see Aricron just outside the Temple to Sin. There.
So she will kind of saunter up, and depending on if Aricron sees her or not, I don't know if that is something that even matters, but she'll just like kind of look up and peer at him, and then if the door is open or whatever in there, she's gonna like look into the temple. Just
So
a little
Aircron's
sneaky.
like Aircron's peeking in, not really peeking in, but like sticking his head out, like trying to look in, like keep an eye on the situation with Atlas and the Triton.
What's going on here?
Glenn, can you make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
What? Oh, that thing.
Yeah, that thing.
+5, by the way. +4.
What? Oh, that's what I'm like. Why do I have a star beside my Constitution? Because I got Warcaster. Or yeah. So +5. Sorry, Aricron.
+4
Yep.
because you're right next to me.
With Warcaster, you would. No, never mind. Just don't worry about that.
No, it's not for this. I was just confused.
My aura of protection.
Okay. You start to talk to Aricron, and as soon as you get into the door, a very familiar wave of sickness just washes over you as you see the waves of sheer black nothingness coming from a very unsexy trident that is being clutched in Atlas's dark fingers.
Glenn will kind of like gasp and as she stares at Atlas, and she'll kind of just like shout out, not really sure who, but she's like, "Why does he have that? We shouldn't have that." And then she'll look at
and
Aricron like, what's going on?
I know it has something to do with the Dark Elves, and I brought it to Glenn. I brought it to Atlas to see if he could help me. And
Hmm.
so far, this is the first negative thing to happen.
Well, I don't know much
Hooray!
about that thing, but I know it's bad. Like,
Yeah,
really
I
bad.
know, I know.
Does
Don't touch it.
Atlas know it's really bad? Because it seems like Atlas is pretty into it.
He seems to be having a conversation with it, but I can't tell if it's evil or Atlas is just getting along with it.
And
This is
how long were
I
you going
can't
to let that go on for?
until something
Oh,
bad happens.
guys, guys! I have important sudden news. The cat just walked in.
Yeah.
Hooray!
Queen, everyone, a moment of silence.
This is a king, not a queen.
Oh,
But you know,
it's not Ravage.
no, no, I don't have that cat anymore. Why do you have to
Like
twist
Ravage
this
is with
knife?
the
What?
other roommates.
Yeah, I moved away.
You didn't
She's at
take.
the old place. I couldn't.
This is news to me.
It's
I don't like to bring it up. It makes me too sad.
it is sad.
But
I
at
didn't
least there's
know.
another cat we can appreciate for the time being.
Yeah.
There's two cats in this place we can appreciate.
And you'll go
They'll-
back to Ravage. This
They
is
hate each
temporary.
other.
Okay.
Ravage is probably committing murder right now.
Oh,
Probably.
most definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah, most definitely. So, yeah, Atlas is having a good time.
Question mark?
Again,
Atlas is
again,
Atlas is
can't
speaking
tell.
to the Trident. Trident is
Can't,
speaking in migraines. Or at least that's how Glencora would sense it.
again, can't tell if it's evil or if Atlas is just getting along with it.
Well, you
Third
need
party.
to stop him because whatever it's doing is bad.
Well, to us, it seems to not be affecting them, but this is all just a working experiment, really.
Glenn, can you make me an insight check, please? And thank you.
Doop-a-doop-a-doop. Oh, that's not going to be great.
Did I need to make a
What?
con save too with the waves of
Nope,
evil?
nope,
Okay.
nope. 12? Okay. You're threatening to throw up. Every moment is a pounding headache getting worse and worse and worse. And Aricron does not seem to be affected by that. It seems like you are literally the only one that can feel and detect the waves of black oblivion coming from this thing. Because this thing represents the annihilation of the cycle of life and death, which is totally what you're all about. And Aricron, whatever he's saying, he might not have the luxury of having that perspective.
I'm just trying to think of how stupid I'm going to be.
At this point, Atlas is going to turn away from Dan.
On a scale of 1 to Atlas picking up a cursed item, I don't know if you'll be even on the scale, to be honest, at this point. Like, the bar's been set.
Real quick, is it visibly like noticeable that Glenn isn't feeling well now? That
Make me a insight check, please.
insight.
I can make him drop it.
12.
Don't like it.
12.
12?
Yeah.
Yeah, Glenn's the only time you ever really seen Glenn like this, it was when you fought Garl, and when Gloryman appeared.
Okay.
And
I'm gonna try.
yeah, you can see her kind of turning green with something.
Or greener, not with nature.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna try
Bad
to
green, not good green.
yeah. I'm gonna try to grab her by the shoulders as gently as I can to move her away from the door, out of line of sight with it, See if that has any kind of effect or if it's
Does it?
As
I
soon
mean,
as
helps a little bit, but I mean, you're still very aware of the fact that
yeah.
of you can feel what's going on in that room. It's not exactly yeah.
as soon as they move out of line of sight of the door, Atlas is going to kind of come through.
Oh, cool. Oh, good.
Bring it closer. Ah!
He's chasing us!
The migraine has gotten closer. It is stalking
I
you.
don't know if any of y'all have seen Better Call Saul, but his brother is deathly afraid of batteries, and he has these random moments where he's like, "It's a battery," and he freaks out, starts spazzing out really bad.
Terrible. Well, Glenn is going to be holding her head as the migraine seems to be chasing her, and she's going to push Aricron away because he's not helping and shout at Atlas, "Drop that! You can't be holding on to that. Get it away."
Atlas is going to kind of spare Glenn a very brief glance and just be like, I know what I'm doing. And then turn towards his room and put the trident over his shoulder.
Do it, Glenn. Do it.
Well, Glenn is going to look at Aricron and say, "If you're not going to do something, I'm going to do something, and no one's going to like it."
Would I even know that the trident is affecting Glenn, or is it,
Context.
You can as the trident is walking away, you can see that Glenn is not as green, but I mean, it doesn't take you a lot to figure out that these weapons make Glenn queasy.
Okay. I will stand up and tell Atlas, I'm going to firmly suggest you give that back so I can take care of it.
Atlas is going to stop and Olay turn his profile towards them and say, I firmly suggest that you stay out of my way.
I brought that to help. I brought that to you to help me figure out the nature of the nature of the trident and this unknown language that it was speaking of. I need that back so I can protect you.
Master.
I'm better suited to protect you.
That's right, Master. He doesn't want you to have me. He doesn't think you're worthy.
Shut up.
He wants me for himself.
Atlas is going to clarify to Aricron. You gave it to me to figure out and to uncover. And that's what I'm going to do. But I cannot continue to do that from here. But if you're going to test me, then we're going to have a problem.
Aricron's going to look at Atlas with the trident and then back at Glenn. And back at Atlas, and I'm going to trust you on this, but you can see how it is affecting Glenn. We need to figure out where we can keep this without it hurting our friends.
And I will get to the bottom of that as well. As far as it is in my room, which nobody is inclined to go in, considering how I dress when no one is around, and the amount of insects that are usually there, I think it'll be good there. Now, are you going to continue to delay me?
At least wrap it in a towel or something. You can't just be holding on to it like that. Something's wrong with it, I'm telling you, and you have to listen to us.
Aricron is going to approach and reach a hand out like he's going to grab it, but he puts a hand on your shoulder. I said I trust you. And I'm leaving this to you to figure out. If you need any help, please call me.
Alice takes a very deep breath and then steps away and considers that a mature thing to do because he had other things in mind that he wanted to do. And he's just going to kind of clack his nails against the shaft and then look at Glenn and go, I will consider that suggestion. And then he turns around and continues walking.
Glenn doesn't like that answer.
Aricron will try.
Something? Sorry, finish your.
Aricron's going to try to comfort Glenn in this strategy, and relay the details of, it spoke to me. I know that it's evil. It was talking about this language of the Dark Elves, and you can see why I brought it here, but me or you simply destroying it, I feel like wouldn't solve anything.
I'm not saying we need to destroy it. I'm just saying that Atlas shouldn't be touching it.
I understand.
I have a question for the DM.
You can ask your question.
In our time in schooling, what would we know of, say, cursed weapons? Like, I assume we've learned something about it in adventuring school?
Yeah, they can have benefits, they can have detriments. So sometimes, like, for example, there's a shield that may be enchanted in such a way that it makes all arrows veer towards you, which would be a terrible thing unless you happen to be a defender and you're surrounded by people and you use the shield to attract all the arrows away from your frenzy friends.
But in the sense, like, something that gives Glenn that feel of, like, evil and terror. Like, would she know instinctively, like, that's something that, or like from learning that that's something that you shouldn't be holding on to? Like, I feel like, you know what I mean? Or not necessarily.
It's not strictly under just straight cursed things. You're talking about artifacts, which are a big depends on the artifact. They're all created for a purpose. They do whatever they can to attain that purpose. And they can be exceedingly powerful. And I have some typing to do.
Whenever Wick comes back in, this will be great. Then I get to yell.
Well, Glenn's next move is going to say, I'm telling Dad, and she's going to find Wick.
I'm seeing that. I'm seeing, like, her just look at Aricron and just, like, doubting him and then going, I'm telling Dad. And then this big curl of, like, brown hair whipping behind her as she storms off.
And then she fades into the grass like last time. And Aricron is like, what is wrong with these idiots and why did I join them?
If Aricron had his way, he would have destroyed the thing long ago. But again, this mystery of the Dark Elves and everything with it, I feel like
she wanted Aricron or Atlas not to be holding it. She just wanted to do anything to get it out of someone's hands.
Well, Wick comes outside whenever Glenn finds him.
Will Aricron attempt to stop Glenn if she...
Oh no! I mean,
Turns around and goes to dash away from her.
at the same time, Aricron wants to relay all this what's happening to everybody so they know what's up. Because again, the holy man of the group is like, yeah, if cursed weapon kind of shit is going on, I feel like I'm the only one that could actually do anything to help.
All right. Well, Glenn is going to like sigh in concern and frustration, and she's going to be like, "Well, I don't know. I need to talk to Wick about this." And she will like storm off like an indignant child looking for Wick.
I guess Aricron will agree with you. I mean, not necessarily chasing after you, but like, yes, let's go tell Wick.
Whenever Drake is back. Since he is doing a
Oh yeah, I gotta.
I'm getting me some water real quick.
Love it. Love to see it.
Size an elf.
I'm gonna go tell Dad.
Wick's better at yelling than anyone boss are. He's the only one Atlas listens to.
It's the safe space vibe.
I don't know how to answer that, Pierce, because
I feel like it would be really, really bad if Atlas and Glenn got in a fight.
I feel like it really, really would.
Because I don't know if either of them would stop, you know?
Above game, I like it. In game, I'm like, no, please don't.
What are you talking about? Pierce and I are frenemies.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about like above game. It sounds like really interesting as a story. In game, Aricron would not enjoy
I know,
that.
we've just given Drake ideas.
Yeah,
this is an event. All right, there you go. That's what you know it can do, Pierce.
Oh no.
Oh my god,
no.
that means Pierce is attuned to it.
How
God
long
damn
did
it.
that take? Doesn't it usually take an hour? Shit.
Atlas comes downstairs the next day, has a crab arm. Oh, what's going on, guys? Could be clack, clack, clack.
No, honestly, if Atlas came down and had like crab arms and like a big shell and like little crab antenna, I think he'd be like, "Guys, I'm having the best time right now."
You okay, Atlas? Living the dream.
Clacky, clacky, let's get snacky. That is the wrong species of arthropod, and I'm disappointed in you.
But wouldn't it be so much funner? Especially because Atlas would have to act like Scorpio.
The fourth wall stone in this game is so much longer.
Very clicky clacky.
The process has begun.
Where's Jake's meat? There it is. Still so much serotonin. Hey, Bean. What?
So you guys took the high road with the crowd. I went a little bit. I went way old school with this one.
Oh, that's all I care.
Professor Triple Extra Large.
How dare you be so cute?
Bonus points if you remember what that show's from.
Hit next door.
It's next door.
No.
No.
It was from the show that like inspired Kids Next Door. It was like some kid had a monkey that what is it called? I'm trying to find the name of it. Kenny and the Chimp.
I do
There we
not
go.
remember that at all.
It was like
Oh,
a
I do
cartoon.
remember that. I remember
Yeah.
that cartoon.
So this
Okay.
one looks familiar,
I
so
mean,
I must have seen it.
I
I mean-
like how you're
My priorities.
yeah, you're silver lining this. I'm actually like very happy to hear that that's what you're focusing on and not the thing that I wrote in all caps.
Wait, let me say something back to you. Hold up.
Sure,
Something
That's not
important that I
random.
wanted to say.
sure.
Where is it? Where did my name go? There you are.
I don't know. It's not my name.
Yeah, Kenny and the Chimp was one of those Cartoon Network shorts that they had back in the 90s
Mm.
that eventually inspired other cartoons like Powerpuff Girls, Johnny Bravo. Again, I love and I hate being a well of useless knowledge.
Does anyone else get nervous about
Oh,
Oh, all the
the
time.
background laughter and we don't have a
I'm-
clue what they're laughing at?
I'm more shocked at how well Pierce is taking that last little bit. Like that's actually like, you're being a trooper. Being a trooper there, Dumbledore.
I mean, what's a D&D campaign without someone going off the rails and
We were doing
Murder hobo.
I mean,
I'm assuming
the
that no
DM
one's going to succeed in stopping him in the
Well,
time
we
it
haven't-
takes for them to explain.
I was gonna say
Listen.
Wick
Oh,
hasn't
now
done
you want
that
Yeah,
yet.
Wickham hasn't had the chance to even fucking know what's going on. He would stop him if he was there.
No, I know, but okay, so Glenn and them storm off. Atlas at this point's probably already made it back to his room.
Yep.
So
oh,
now
yeah.
the time is ticking.
Yeah, ticking time bomb.
Well, as soon as they
I
get
don't
to
know
Wick,
what
like,
I don't know what Glenn and Aricron are doing. I don't know.
I was waiting for you to say you were done typing.
Oh, I'm done typing. What are you doing?
I
I
thought
was-
we were looking for Wick.
Yeah, I had ran to Wick. I was waiting for you to be done typing.
All right, you and Aricron run to tattle to Wick.
So Glenn is
Wick-
gonna be like, Dad. No.
Wick- Daddy,
Pulling on the shirt.
Daddy.
Something is really, really wrong with Atlas, and Aricron won't let me punch him. I mean, spell him.
okay, tell me
I
what's
think
going
we
on.
need to go to his room. He's got the trident, and it's really bad.
I never
Like,
said you couldn't punch him.
Zheri,
That
Wickham?
but-
crown on Arden's head, bad.
Wickham drops what he's holding, and I don't know if Saruki can hear him, but he just goes.
And he will
Saruki's just like,
sprint after.
fuck. Saruki is just going as well.
As Wickham's running, he's gonna fucking shout back, "You gave the most reckless son of a bitch the fucking possessed fucking weapon. What is wrong with you?
I didn't give you shit.
I was scared
You
to
want me to
hurt
fucking
him,
reckless
but
all over your ass?"
I think
Yeah,
I might
yeah.
need to hurt him.
Guys, I
Blocked the door and tried to barricade it because he had a feeling this was going to happen. So,
Of course he did.
Wickham is going
Um,
to, whenever he does get to the door, he's going to slam his fist on it and just shout, "Alice, the fuck are you doing?"
I'm going to say Saruki, as Saruki runs past Aricron. I'm not going to describe what he does, but
Good.
give slap!
you
I
say
mean,
that,
Glenn
that's
can go
funny
get August while the rest
because
run in.
you guys have you guys heard that audio where it's like, and I'm the dad and Logan's the mom. What kind of gender roles? I actually made a Quincunx version of that one, but it was so boring that I didn't send it to anyone.
Well, we're gonna have to make a new one now.
No, it has August as the mom and Wick as the dad, so that's why I laugh.
Hell yes. But yeah,
Now,
Wickham's
who's gonna?
slamming on the door, trying to get Atlas to at least respond or say something.
All right, who's going to go get the wine mom?
Guess it's gonna have to be me, isn't it?
This and Cheezers too.
I don't think August is going to know well
What do
enough
you mean? Timmy's in the
what's
well.
happening if a mouse comes up and starts chewing on his ankle.
Turn Cheezers into a parrot and then have the parrot just
I don't know if that's how that works.
Yeah,
have the parrot
I
say
could
the
just
words help.
I could just see August just sitting there going, Glenn fucking Cora, do you have to interrupt every single one of my dates? And this isn't even a date. Like, seriously, what the fuck?
This isn't even a date.
But I will point out there, Glenn does have that wood elf fastness, so she'll sprint
Yeah.
on over to Wine Mom.
Yeah, you quickly ask around and you find out that August is hanging out with Bruldenthar at the pub. So you run very swiftly to the pub, and what do you do?
I will tumble in through the door in a chaos of brown curls and sticks and probably dirt and ruin any chance of a second date.
Damn it, Glenn. Why?
August,
Why
you
am I not
need to come back
surprised?
home. August Atlas has something really bad and has him locked himself in his room, and now Wick's mad. I think you better help. And then she'll look at Bruenthar, and I'm not sure if he still looks like he's been crying, but that would be really quite the apple on top of this, wouldn't it? And she'll kind of do an awkward wave and be like, "Hi, sorry."
He just looks at you with a slight smile on his face and says, "Go. It seems important. We can pick this
Yep.
up later."
Thanks.
I never get to enjoy my drinks. Just follows her. Damn it, Atlas, you and your damn emo breakdowns.
Hey, Jinx.
All right, Wick, I want you to make me a strength check, please.
Okay. Did Atlas ever respond, by the way?
I don't know. Did Atlas ever respond, by the way?
Hold on, I have a question for you here. Hold on.
Yeah. If it's about the color, yes, they can be black.
Oh, I know that.
Nat 20.
That is a thing you can do. Yes, that is actually quite possible. All right. So you bash down. That sounds far dirtier than I think you intended that to be there, Amber.
No, I'm joking.
Speaking of smash, you smash down Atlas's door, and it just comes off the hinges and falls inside. And Atlas is nowhere to be seen, nor is the trident.
Does Atlas have a window in his room?
Atlas does, in fact, have a window in his room with the shades drawn. The window is not open.
Fuck.
Um,
I'm gonna look at Saruki and go, you know the most about this. Help.
If you can get him fast enough before he attunes to it, you might be able to stop him. But once you attune, there's no going back.
Why is he so fucking stupid? The Aricron still with us?
Yeah.
Fucking, you take the right side. I'm gonna take the left side. I'm gonna search the room one last time just to see if he's here, and then I'm gonna split and start looking elsewhere.
Okay. I want the following people to make me the following rolls. I would like Aricron and Wick to make me investigation checks, please. And I would like August and Glenn to make me perception checks, please.
Yay, us.
Okay, let's see. Hang on a sec. Perception. I got +3.
Oh.
Only a 12.
Okay.
Yeah, I also rolled a 12.
Okay.
I'm writing down what I wrote.
Okay.
I'm getting there, just as an addition.
Okay.
So the nat 20 I had earlier was for strength, and then 18 was for investigation, because I rolled a 19, but I have -1, and I forgot how much my dice like me.
All right. Cool. So Wick, you start to comb the room, because you know that your boy's been invisible a few times.
Mm-hmm.
And you get and this room's kind of creepy. You never really come in here. But you get the idea of grabbing some flour or something, some powder, and just tossing it about the room to kind of dust it.
I still have flour!
Yeah.
I do! I still have flour to do this!
Yep. So you go, poof, poof, poof. You start dusting the room, and none of it settles on anything. You take a look at the ground, and it looks like you can see kind of his footprints in, because the ground's got a little bit of dirt on it because he likes the bugs, and so it's not clean all the time, and it's got a bit of dust going. And you see a couple footprints go in, and then stop, and then nothing. You don't see any of the furniture turned over or anything like that. He's not in the room.
There's no
That's
trapdoors on
where
the
he
floor.
is. Nope.
Aricron will ask Wick if he is feeling ill at all, like the same effects that Glenn had.
I'm feeling something, but it ain't ill.
Well, he's probably not in the room then, because that thing had a nasty effect on Glenn.
Wickham is going to leave the room since he's checked it and there's no one there, and just kind of, I don't want to say he's going to set himself on fire, but he is going to thaumaturgy some fire into his palms and just keep looking, I guess. There's nowhere else to be can, and he's just like, where the fuck are you? Where the Do not be hurt. I swear to God, if you're hurt, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
He said if you die, I swear I'll kill you.
Aricron will go back to the altar of sin.
Wickham's just gonna search the halls until he finds something, anything. He's freaking out. And he's calling for Atlas while he's doing it. Just sort of starting to get frantic.
When do August and I show up?
You show up pretty soon after that.
So, well, I guess Glenn will
Aricron,
look for wherever. Oh, sorry.
you get to the shrine, and you can see Dan is setting up a second kneeling post.
I'll approach him and ask if he's seen Atlas or knows where Atlas is.
I can try to see if I can find him.
Well, we're looking for him. We're kind of worried about him. If you see him, let us know.
Yeah. I'll see if I can keep an eye out.
Who's the other placement for?
Just takes a deep breath. Well, this is kind of your fault, isn't it?
No. Still trying to figure that out. Let's figure out what's going on.
Just saying. And he walks past you and gives you a pat on your shoulder. One of us is going to need to be praying for forgiveness after this, so left a spot for you.
Hmm.
And he walks
Appreciate
away.
it.
Not doing it to be nice. Right now, you are not my friend. You should have known better.
I'm trying to figure out this deal with the Dark Elves, and I thought it was going to help you or Atlas, but again, I don't know what's going on with it, so
We're a race that once did a terrible evil. We sought to be forgiven of the taint of that evil. Unfortunately, that makes us very susceptible to remnants of that evil. I'm sure you'll be forgiven. You didn't know. But you're going to need to be forgiven.
I
And
need
right
to make
now,
this. I need to
I
make
don't
this
know.
right before any forgiveness can be shown.
Oh. Good luck with that. I have a spell to cast. See if I can undo what you did. Fuck. And so he goes to sequester himself for a few minutes.
While he's doing,
Yeah, continue. Sorry.
I was going to say, while he's doing that, I'll take my sword and bring the hilt back up to my forehead and see if I can get any kind of advice from Gwen.
I can't take my eyes off you for 1 second. I said you were strong enough to handle this burden.
I didn't know it was going to affect other people like that. I trust somebody, and I don't know. I'm trying to make this right now, but I just thought I could help more than just one person with this.
I think you need to be aware of the stakes that are involved. Do you remember what happened to Garl when you killed him?
Yes.
What happened?
He turned to... Didn't he turn to foam? Like water?
Correct. Do you know what happened to his soul?
I do not.
It got destroyed.
Hmm.
Never to come back again. Never to go to the afterlife. Never to be guided by Dotanthus. Oblivion is what awaits someone who makes a deal with that thing.
I assume Atlas did make a deal with it.
Well, I can't say.
He seemed pretty adamant about not taking orders from other people, or at least not taking orders from me.
Well, it'll take some time. Clock's ticking.
Yeah.
What is everybody else doing?
Fucking searching and asking the people in the kitchen to help us search.
Yeah, Glenn would have come up, went up to the room. If he's not there, she would have probably taken off looking for Wick. And I assume August would probably be doing the same thing.
Can August look on the outside?
August can. I'm gonna have everyone roll me an investigation check, please.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm
Hold on.
better at that.
Just because you're making this check does not guarantee you may be allowed to have a success, just so you know.
Oh, okay.
Only some of you are allowed to be successful, but I'm not telling you who.
Okay, well, I have a
Not
17
great.
plus 6.
Glenn's
Okay.
tired from running. Her brain hurts.
I don't have inspiration, do I?
No, you do not.
Fuck.
Yes, you do, actually.
I do?
Yes.
Okay, I'm using my inspiration and I'm gonna reroll that.
Okay.
Can I... I'm gonna use one of my abilities to use divine sense to the presence of strong evil registers on your senses.
Yep. You'll be able to detect fiends and celestials and undead.
Would I pick up anything with that?
No. You do
Okay.
not. Not where you're standing. I would like August. That is an excellent roll. As you're going around outside, you can see Alcazar sitting in his wheelchair, blanket wrapped around him. He's peering about the refugees with a frown on his face. And he looks to you. He says, Oh, there you are. How are you doing, my boy?
I'd say I've been better, but I really haven't. Glenn came running to us saying that Atlas got his hands on that weapon. We're looking for him.
Oh, okay. I have to ask, did you learn any teleportation magics?
No.
Okay. Then it wasn't
Sorry.
you. I
Look
thought
at my
you
stuff.
I thought you might have. I did detect a very quick, short-term teleportation. I thought it might have been you learning new skills, but
That
it might
was
be a bit beyond
teleport
your.
somewhere? Where the fuck did he go?
I don't know. I only detected the use of the magic, not the location.
Huh.
But if it's a quick jaunt, well, he could be almost anywhere by now.
Did he still have that door spell on him? Scroll? I thought we used that. We used that. Dang it. Can I? Nah, I don't think this is like. For a split second, my brain was like, "Is this Atlas trying to throw me off?" But I don't think it's that deep.
Let me just check on something there for you, Glenn,
Okay.
because that is a idea that you can do.
I just want to make sure that I understand the limitations.
No, that is absolutely fair, and that is a valid use of it. It's just a matter of.
And in case it makes you have to have a project.
Can
No. I know there's.
like-
I know it requires a little bit of work on my end. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
while you look up that information, August is just gonna like politely be like, "Well, I gotta go find the others," and like run off to tell them that he might have used teleportation, just so that everyone else is on the same page.
Yep, that's what you can do. Yep.
Okay. Well, when
Yeah.
everyone's had a chance, you can circle back to me then.
I'm circling back to you.
Okay. Well, Glenn is going to, as I'm assuming she found nothing when she was looking, she's going to kind of like take a second to take a deep breath. And she's going to kind of all of a sudden found that she's walked outside and she's standing underneath a big oak tree. And she sits down next to it and she says a couple quiet words in Druidic as if she is praying to a deity that she doesn't often bring up, but she is a follower of certain beliefs. And she asks a single question. Where did Atlas go? I hope that wasn't a bad choice, Jeannie.
Okay. I am
Unless you have a better
compelled.
option.
I am compelled. I must tell you a true answer, but I can put it into a cryptic form and make it a puzzle for you.
Yep.
But I cannot lie to you. And I cannot use it to mislead you. So, please forgive me while I take a moment to actually produce your little prophecy that you have politely and kindly asked for.
Beep, beep. And I need to minus that. Where's my calculator? Oh, there.
Does Glenn like follow Tillum? Or at least kind of in a sense?
I'm just bookkeeping. One follows Ella Swana. How do you say that?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Ella
Same one as.
Yeah. You know
Okay,
what
same one as Aricron.
My son.
I'm not sure if I've clicked into my head or heard it said out loud, so I'm not confident that's the same.
I always have to actually go back and look at the letters every time. I always want to put more letters or less letters. Lois Serrana. Okay, I don't know if the E is pronounced or not.
I feel like most of my Big Bunny spells cause Drake the most amount of grief. It's always homework on his end.
No, we love to see it.
I'm nothing if not difficult.
We love that about you, though.
Here, I'll...
This is so stressful. I'm gonna get heartburn.
Good storytelling.
And one of the smart ones of the group isn't here, so if this is really tricky, we're fucked.
Wickham's wise, he's not smart.
Who knew Atlas was going to be the baby G of this season?
We all knew in our hearts.
I think we all called it a couple times.
Yeah.
With that outfit scheme and color, we knew.
Break Wickham's
Why
heart.
did you think I tried to be his friend? Get on that good
Nice
side.
to you, Lord.
Maybe Wickham's gonna cry.
Well,
Look, I already have a
you've
line.
gotten
I
your
want to say.
Revify.
I'm sitting on it.
Or what was it?
Aricron still has faith that Atlas has this under control.
Aricron's gonna get
I'm
absolutely
feeling like she
so
shouldn't
sad.
have listened to Aricron when he said he knew what he was doing. Should have led with the cooking book. This is what you get for showing mercy.
Should have led with cooking book.
It seemed like such an aggressive choice.
Would have been worth
Okay,
it.
so like, are we still gonna be friends if he gets away with this? Like,
I don't know.
is Pierce gonna have to roll a new character? What's happening?
Here we go. Are you ready?
Yes.
I don't know.
Wait, are you reading?
I'm about to recite it to you.
Okay, ready.
When night falls, where one moon rises, the other will wane, clutching twilight. Black, shrouded in black, away from the crimson larch, what once was spider will be ensnared in a web of his own design. No fork in this road leads to a good end, for once this lunar ritual is completed, the Selenic soul will burn no longer, and when eyes close, a life will end forever.
Could you possibly type that out for us? I could not write that fast.
I will.
Oh, good.
I'll be nice. I'll be
You
nice.
said you were. Are you ready? I was really scared that I was only gonna have one chance.
There you go.
Thank you. So Glenn will go, and she knows August, I think, has run outside, so she's gonna start looking for August.
August came in to find y'all to tell you guys that he thinks that he used some kind of teleportation. Probably by the time she gets back in.
Okay, well maybe
He's telling the
he
group.
heads to like the meeting hall area or something, like just looking for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And can we say they look until they find each other, or do we need to roll to find each other?
No, you find each other. It's not like you're trying to not find each other.
Okay.
It's not like
just
you're a
all-
dark elf trying to do something naughty or anything.
Well, I don't know anymore.
I ran into Alcazar outside. He says that he sensed some teleportation magic. I am assuming that was probably Atlas.
Well, I have a good news and bad news. But I think we should wait till we find everyone. Have you seen where Wick
Oh,
and Aricron
I thought
are?
everyone was in here. Sorry.
Oh, were
Yeah,
they?
everyone. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
everyone can.
Yeah.
I thought it was just two of us.
Wickham's with you
Alright.
guys.
I know
Aricron
I'm
will be
not
coming up too, I
usually
guess.
the sort of person that prays, but drastic times and stuff, right? So I don't know. I asked a question and I got an answer, but it's not a clear answer. Maybe if we all put our heads together, we can understand what it means. So I asked Eliswana, is that how you say it? Damn, Drake.
LOS Arana. Yep.
Eliswana. Where Atlas went. And I don't think she's allowed to lie to me or trick me, but I can't quite understand what I was told. She said, when night falls, where one moon rises, the other will wane, clutching twilight. Black shrouded in black, away from the chrism larch, there was once a spider, will be ensnared in the web of its own design. No fork in this road leads to a good end, for once this lunar ritual is completed, the Selenic soul will burn no longer, and when eyes close, a life will end forever. So
Spider. Did we
I
fight spiders at any point?
It's talking about Atlas. We
It
know
has.
that, right?
Where did Atlas go that one night? We don't know.
On the back of a
On the
Thought it
back
was-
of the spider.
Yeah, I thought it was to
dragonfly.
that realm.
This hat has
Okay,
spider webs
good.
on it.
When night falls.
I can only say that sounds like when the night of the new moon or at the end of this moon cycle. Maybe is till we have.
I think we got
Is
that
that
much
something
time.
we
Well,
know.
Doesn't take long to.
I do have one thing to add to this.
Mhm.
This is where we're going to end the session for this week.
Oh God.
Okay.
Sneaker.
Alright, I'm gonna stop the recording in 3, 2, 1.